Discord was taking a small stroll through Ponyville, hoping to get his things off his mind when he saw Applejack running towards him. "Whoa there, cowgirl," Discord said, stopping her with his paw. "What's the rush?" "Oh, shoot," Applejack muttered under her breath. All of the other folks she could bump into, it had to be him. She put on her best poker face, which did not seem very convincing. "Oh, howdy, partner. I was just, I left the bath water running. So yeah, I gotta go home, you say. Bye." But she thought that she was still free until the Draconequest picked her up by the tail. "Elements of honesty, huh?" She smirked. "So what's really troubling you, AJ?" Applejack gulped. "I really don't want to talk about it," she started sweating. "Plus, it doesn't concern you." Discord shook his head in amusement. "You know I can always just peek in your head and discover what you're hiding." "No," the cowgirl shouted, kicking her legs desperately. "You're not gonna like it." "Oh, that juicy, huh? Well, this is gonna be fun. Discord, trust me on this. You don't wanna..." "The more you say that, the more I wanna." Applejack had no chance against the Lord of Chaos. He tapped his claw under her chin and then asked her recent memory, and the scene shifted around him, standing beside Applejack and Allie. Stood there with jack-jawed, staring intensively something right in front of her. Discord looked in the pony's direction, and as soon as the expression matched hers, and the orange stallion was pressing a mare against the wall, kissing her passionately. The mare had her forelegs around his neck, and she returned the kiss with pleasure. Discord had never felt more disgust of anything of his life, for that mare was his wife. "Fluttershy?" Applejack uttered. The Pegasus pushed the stallion away to look at the stunning cowgirl with those innocent teal eyes. She rolled them in annoyance. "Hello," she said with a tone unlike her. "Do you mind?" She was about to pull the stallion in again when Applejack cut in between them. "What is this?" she demanded. "Who is this? What about Discord and Screwball and Zany?" Fluttershy scoffed. "They'll be fine, so as long as they don't find out. And if they do, they'll get over with it." Applejack could not believe it. What's come over you? Don't you have any idea what Discord will do if..." "Move aside, will you?" Fluttershy snapped, shoving her friend. "We're in the middle of something." Discord had seen enough in flashbacks to reality. Applejack was still hanging from his paw. The shocked look on his face struck her in fear in the heart. I'm sorry," she stammered. "I really want to tell you, but I don't know how to," she yelped as he dropped her, and she rubbed her head as she sat up. "Discord, are you?" The Draconequest screamed, and his body erupted into flames. In a few seconds, there was nothing left but ashes. Applejack knew that he had not really burned into a crisp, but it was still not a good sign. The cowgirl buried her face again in her hooves. "Oh, Fluttershy, what have you done?" Once she was sure Applejack was gone, Fluttershy wrenched herself away from her lover. "Hey, Stinky, ever heard of mint breath? Because you smell like a timber wolf," the science scoffed. "What about your horrible acting skills? You really think that the wimpy Pegasus would act?" "Hey, it worked, didn't it? It's a matter of minutes and that cowgirl will be spilling the beans to Discord. Since she's the element of honesty, he'll believe her. Queen Chrysalis will certainly be pleased." They both laughed as they changed into their changeling selves. "Now it's time to get out of here before things get ugly," the male said. The female nodded in agreement. "Yeah, I wouldn't want to be Fluttershy right now." So meanwhile, the real Fluttershy was in the steam room with Rarity. "So have you talked with Fancy Pants yet?" Fluttershy asked her friend. The unicorn sighed. "Oh, I was going to, but..." She stopped her hoof. "The minute I walked in, she's there, and oh, she was all over him." The Pegasus gasped. "Oh goodness, what did you do?" "What else could I do? I threw the divorce papers at him and left." "Oh, Rarity, I'm so sorry. What did Fancy Pants say?" "Heck, should I know. Pardon my French, but I stormed out of there before he could say anything." "You didn't give him a chance to explain himself?" "There was nothing for him to explain." "Maybe he had nothing to do with it." "Maybe," Rarity's face fell. "I really hadn't thought of that. Oh, I messed up again, didn't I? I have to make this right now. How are you troubles with working out?" "Screwball and Discord still won't talk to each other, but we are going to sort it out all tonight." When Fluttershy got home, in a chocolate rainstorm brewing above the castle. "My goodness," she uttered. "I just hope they haven't gotten into another fight." She opened the door to find her husband sitting in a circle around the fire in the middle of the room. "Discord?" she asked in shock. The Draconequest looked at the sound of her. As he caught sight of her, his flames extinguished. Fluttershy cautiously approached him and gently put a hoof on his shoulder. "Are you alright?" He jerked away from her. Discord stood up and clenched his fist. He tried his best to keep his anger contained, but all he managed to say was, "Why?" Fluttershy tilted her head in concern. "What?" Discord gritted his teeth. "I gave up on everything for you. I devoted myself to you." He spun around, his eyes burning with fury. And then you made the vow to love each other and honor in all eternity, and I assumed you would do the same. His wife blinked in confusion. Well, but what are you talking about? But that was never enough, was it? Was it? Discord, I don't. She squealed as he grabbed her forearm. Who is he? Discord, you're hurting me. Who is he? Fluttershy was taken aback. He did not raise his voice like a long time. He? That stallion. That one you were playing your tonsils hockey with. Her eyes then grew big. What? Discord, I don't know what you were kissing him. I saw you. Discord, no. You're the only one I've ever kissed. Don't play innocent with me. I saw you. Applejack saw you. You're calling Applejack a liar? What? He let her go her forearm and then lifted by her diamond gold rings around her neck. Does that mean I'm nothing to you? He bellowed. After everything I've done for you? After having my children? This is how you repay me? Discord, please, Fluttershy begged. There is no other stallion. My heart belongs to you. Oh, is that so? What about the rest of you? Discord! Tears formed in her eyes. She did not understand what was happening. How could Discord have seen her with another stallion that she was at the spa all day? She had not even talked to another stallion on the way back. Discord, you have to believe me. I love you and only you. She squeaked as he dropped her to the ground and turned away. He could not bear to look at her. Apparently, you don't love me enough. He removed the gold band from his finger and threw it at her. You'll regret this. You all will. He burst into flames and vanished from sight, leaving Fluttershy saddened and confused state. Screwball sat on the park bench with her baby brother in the buggy beside her. She reached and tickled his stomach. He giggled, which made her smile a bit. Sometimes, she said, I think you're the only one who understands me, bro. The pink ball rolled up into his feet, and Screwball glanced down at this. The filly rushed up, but to retrieve it. Hey, Prism, she said. The multicolored filly looked up at her and grinned. Hey, Screwy, what you doing? I'm just taking Zany for a walk. But you're sitting. Well, I'm resting. What are you doing here? Playing catch with the tripies, she grimaced. Gemstone, well, not so much of her because she's afraid that she'd break her hoof if she touches the ball. Our parents are all busy today, so we decided to hang out. Where are the twins? They're having a race somewhere, but they didn't invite me along because she brought up her wings. Even though Prism was 9, she could not fly yet. This was embarrassing to her, considering that every pony in her family was accomplished a flyer. I see, Screwball said. Well, I gotta get back now. See ya. See ya. The Pegasus filly was about to leave when a drop of water splashed on her nose. Hey, she said, it's not supposed to rain today. The two looked up the sky as the clouds clouded pink. Seconds later, started pouring down chocolate milk. Not funny, Screwball, Prism exclaimed, placing a hoof on her hip. Well, I'm not doing it, Screwball insisted. She looked at Zany, who was huddling underneath the bug's canopy and sticking out his tongue in disgust. Strange, and he loved chocolate milk. Hey, Screwy. She glanced up at the gray stallion right in front of her. How do I know? She asked. He cleared his throat. MB? Screwball saw his eyes flash green, and it was Mothball. Prism, I think you better get back to the others and go home. The filly raced back with the group. The tripies were sticking out their tongues out, collecting as much rain as possible, while Gemstone was squealing under a tree. What are you doing under there? Screwball said, asking in disguised changeling. Mothball then glanced over at their stroller. I need to talk to you alone. We can talk here. It's just only my brother. No, you don't understand. The baby is... He was interrupted when Discord materialized right in front of them. Mothball yelped and ran away from him. Wait! Screwball called out, but he was gone in the flash. Why, hello there, Screwy, Discord said in this crazy tone. So you like what I've done with the weather? The young mare looked at her father curiously. You okay, Dad? Oh, I'm fine. Hey, honey, how about our little fight last week? How about we make it up to do some father and daughter bonding? I want to help your daddy make a cola storm in Manhattan. Her eyes lit up. Cool, but wouldn't Mom get mad? Discord tense. Forget about your mother. She's no concern of us anymore. What? He finally scooped her in her arms. But we don't need her. We don't need any pony. All we need is each other, and we could be a happy family without your mother. You hear me? One big happy family. Screwball cringed. Dad, you're starting to really creep me out. And then she held up the crook of his arm and gestured the ponies to run from the chocolate rain. We will rule this world together, my dear. I will be king, and you, he turned to Tatsu Tiara, will be princess, and this is our little scamper. He then picked up Zany and made a tiny crown appear on his head. Will be a prince. The infant gurgled in delight while Screwball's stomach churned. But Dad, you promised you wouldn't. But our first order of business will be revenge on the colts that bullied you in school. With that idea in mind, Screwball's mouth broke into a devious smile. What are we waiting for then? Discord then laughed as he hadn't heard in a long time. Haha, that's my girl. Though, Dad, I just have 2 things. What is it, my dear? First, you promised you wouldn't be serious or hurt any pony. He patted his head and eyes instantly. Of course not, sweetie. Second, she tapped her tiara and turned it back into a propeller hat. Don't you ever touch my hat again. Discord laughed maniacally. Come, my little abominations. We have chaos to week. Mothball watched the entire scene from behind the tree, and he hung his head in shame. I'm too late.